What is up, you guys? It is your girl China, aka China Wine, and welcome to my cast. So today we're gonna be seeing why are you single, okay? And this is a pick a card, so obviously you gotta pick a card. So for group 1, you have deceit. Group 2, we have vision. And group 3, we have differences. Okay? So you guys are going to pick your card, and then when you do, you're going to go to your video in the description, which is group 1, 2, or 3, but it'll also be in the info cards up here, and yeah, I will see you there. What is up, my group 3s? If you guys chose differences, then congratulations, you have found your group, and we're just going to get right into why are you single, okay? So first we have the 5 of Voices, clarified with the 2 of Voices. Offer it. Y'all are, you do not have a good track record with choosing partners. Okay? Like, your type is actually terrible for you. And that's what I get with differences. And those cards off rip is like, the biggest reason why you're single is because your type is the opposite of what you really need or who you really need. And then we have the 10 of Voices, clarified by awakening, which is judgment in Rider-Waite. One of the biggest problems is, you know, when people show you who they are and prove to you time and time again that they are not what you're really looking for, like they're not a safe space for you, they're not vulnerable, they're not receptive to your vulnerability, they don't communicate well, it's like you still expect those things out of them. And when you look around at other relationships or at other people and you're like, well, why doesn't my person treat me like that? Why don't me and my person do these things? And it's like, because they're not the right person for you. You're expecting things out of this person that it's not them. It's not who they are. And then we have the Priestess in reverse, which is the High Priestess here right away. Clarified by death. So you've probably had some really harsh lessons in love and relationships, and it's like you are so quick to forget when somebody seems to show you like an ounce of love. And I ain't saying that you thirsty, but you kind of thirsty for it. Like, you are a hopeless romantic. You fall in love in probably 2.5 seconds. And it's like, Spirit wants you to keep these things about you. Spirit wants you to be a romantic, but they want you to be a romantic with somebody who is compatible with you, somebody who deserves this amount of love and this amount of attention, somebody who will appreciate it like you do. And it's like you're so blind to you picking the same person over and over again in different fonts. And you swear up and down that, you know, when you speak aloud what your type is, you say all of these good qualities. You say, oh, loving, a good listener, empathetic, can communicate, wants to spoil me. And then you choose the exact opposite of that. And you might actually get into it a lot with like your family or friends just about this topic in general, because obviously they're outside, so they can see it better than you can. And they're often like, hey, you know, they usually probably call it from jump, which probably really, really annoys you. But as soon as you bring somebody around or you start talking about somebody, they're like, okay, relax a little bit, slow your roll. And you're like, no, like, I literally love them. And they're like, come on, please, love, you just met them. And you're like, no, like, I know this is the one this time. I know how last time went, but you're like, this time is different. And it's literally, like I said, same person, different font. Okay, and we're going to get into Oracle. So first we have belonging. You might have FOMO, which is fear of missing out, but you also just have a constant sense of feeling like you're the odd one out. Um, this could stem from how you were raised. You might be the middle child. Whatever the case may be, you often feel left out. You often feel like, you get picked last for things. So when somebody sees you, you're like very excited. And it's like you are definitely somebody noticeable. Like you're not somebody that has a minimal presence. You're somebody that can very well command the attention of a room. So it's like for you to feel that you're speaking of for you to feel invisible, you constantly attract people that will, what's the word? Capitalize, yes, but basically take advantage of your low self-esteem. And we have wishing here, which was what I was saying, how you look around and you're seeing other relationships that are like definitely what you want, or you're on YouTube and you're looking at the stuff and you're like, hey, like, why can't I get that? Some of you don't really have a good role model to go off of, like in your real life as far as relationships. And a big reason you might get into it with like your family and friends is because most of them are single too, and you're like, what, you think you better than me? Where your bae at? When you bring your bae out, then we could talk. But nah. I forgot to look at the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Voices, clarified by the Muse of Emotions. So you all are very vocal when it comes to your emotions, and it's like you need somebody receptive. Like that's non-negotiable. Negotiable. That's non-negotiable. You need somebody who can be empathetic with you and can be vulnerable and who constantly makes you feel seen. Not just off of that first initial meeting where, they're like, oh, you look good. Like, that's not enough. You need it for the entirety of a relationship. You need that affection. And most of all, you need to make sure that your love language is compatible with their love language. So you need to make sure that if you need words of affirmation, that person is willing to give that. Like they can do that, that they're that type of person. And then on the bottom of this deck, we have the fledgling and we have the moon. Bottom line is, you all need to learn how to better listen to your intuition, because it seems as if you have really bad discernment when it comes to people. So you all really need to listen to your intuition when the red flags go off and they're like, hey, this person isn't great, or this person is not compatible with you, or you don't really like this person, you just like the attention they're giving you at the moment. It's like you're really so far detached from your intuition because you want to believe that everything is as it is. You want to believe that, oh, this person is being genuine, they really, really like me. And it might be true that they really like you, but it's like if you're not compatible, you're just not compatible. And then we have I Am Callie from Death Comes Rebirth. And we have Dried Flower Fairy, Sweet Memories. Like I was saying, you're such a hopeless romantic. You just want everything to be as it appears. You want it to be true love every single time. And it's like you have to listen to your intuition, and it's like you're not really listening to your heart. You're listening to your brain at that point. You're like, your brain is telling you like, oh, this is perfect, this is the one. Meanwhile, your heart is like, I'm kind of unhappy. I kind of don't really like this. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Angel of Alchemy, Miracle. And we have a Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch, Count Your Blessings. You all need to learn to put yourselves first and love yourselves first, and realize that it is possible for you to have exactly what you want in a person, and that you all are worth loving. You're worth your standards. You're worth having higher standards. Okay? In conclusion, you guys are single because you have bad taste as of right now, but it absolutely can be improved, okay? And with you guys working on your self-esteem, your self-worth, your self-love, you all will definitely meet the person that you are looking for. And higher standards. Your standards is high in your mind, but then when you meet somebody, it just be like, tank. But there's no judgment here. I'm not judging you. Who am I to judge? Anyways, so with that being said, that is all that I have for you today, my group threes. If you're going to pick another group, I will see you there. If not, like if you want to, comment if you want to, subscribe if you want to, maybe even share, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!